Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So today we are going to show you how to write with your Cricut.
All right, so today we are going to show you how we can add to the scoring and cutting by adding some writing actually on the Cricut. Our close to my heart journaling pens work in the Cricut, but I just wanted to show you today. I do have a little bit of it set up already. This is an alphabet that I found on Cricut that I really liked. And to get these, I just basically searched on our images and I looked for file tabs and I made them the size that I needed. So I'll just show you quickly. I searched for file tabs. A lot of results came up, but I just clicked one that I liked. So let me see if I can find this one quickly. So it was basically something like this one. I just added it to my canvas. I played around with unlocking it to make it the dimensions I need to, and then I went to the top and just typed in what I needed. Like this, and that's what made it. But I found one that I liked. So that's just how I made that the size that I needed for what I'm doing. To get the words and letters, I went to the text over here, and this is how you can also just cut text and everything like that. But right now it actually stayed in what I had it in. So normally when you do something like this, it's going to just be, whoops, I lost my text block. Here we go. It's going to be in style regular, and then your font, with whatever font it shows up in. So I'm just going to type April. And to get this off of cutting, we want to change a few things. So right now, when you click that, it says Operation up at the top here. It says Basic Cut. We don't want this. So you could change all these things like wavy, all that stuff, which we'll show you later on. But right now, I want it to be on Draw and Pen. But when I hit this, it does an outline, and it will actually, next to it, you get this little box, the black box here, which you can then change your color. Like, let's say if we're doing raspberry or whatever, I'm going to do it in a black pen. And then up top, it says Fine Point. I always use the Fine Point for the close to my heart one. That seems to be the best. You could do a marker, anything like that, but Fine Point is what I'm going to be using. So I go to Operation Pen, and then for this, you're going to find whatever font that you like. So let me just pick a different one. For now, I'll do this one, Endless Love, right? Okay, so we're going to do, once again, go to Pen, and then you get that outline, but this one only has regular. See how when you go to Style, it only says regular, so we can't use that one. So then we're going to go to something else. Let's go to, I'll do this one. Okay, Zombie Crawl, no, I don't want that one. Let's do this one. Okay. So once again, if I go down to Pen, it does that outline. But if I hit regular, then writing appears. We want it to be writing. And do you see how it just makes it lines? That is how you are going to get a single line and not an outline. If you want an outline, leave it in regular and make sure that you go back to Pen and you'll get that outline. But if you don't want that, you want to go to Pen and writing, and that's how you're going to get it in a writing form like that. So I'm going to delete that because I'm not using that. This is what I am going to be using. I really like this font, and it works for what I need. So what I did was I just started my text box. I put it on here, and let me just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. And I have everything grouped. So let me ungroup it all and unattach it. So now it's two separate things, right? So I kind of found exactly where I wanted it in the middle here. Right underneath that score line, and then I highlighted everything again. And remember, you can go to Align at the top here, and I wanted to align it horizontally so it goes exactly into the center. And then from there, I grouped it. But then once it's a group, remember when you hit Make It, it's still going to separate all the parts, so then we have to attach it together, and that's how I got this. It moved a little bit on that one, just I want them all in line, so I'm going to take this again. So once I do that once, I can start, and then I'm going to go down my alphabet, and then I'm going to just change my alphabet. And I'm basically just going to keep copy and pasting, putting it here, and then E. So this alphabet that I typed everything out just to kind of give myself a guide on what my letters are going to look at, I can just hide that. And I'm basically going to do this for the entire alphabet. It's going to be a little bit tedious, but it's going to look great in the end, and it's going to be what I want. So that is why I am going to do this, and then I'll come back once I have the whole alphabet done. All right, so now I have my whole alphabet. It's all over the place, but it is all here. So I'm going to just quickly hit save. I always save as I'm going because I don't want something to get lost. So I've got my whole alphabet here, and then remember we have to make sure we're on the maker because that's the Cricut I'm using. I'm going to hit make it. It says, well, that's a big project. Usually it doesn't take that long. And do you see how small it is? My whole entire alphabet, and there we go. Really not a lot of space on my Cricut machine here. So we're going to hit continue, connecting to it, and I'm going to go to popular medium cardstock. And before I do that, I'm going to favorite that. All right. I'm just doing default pressure, and then we got to do tools. So it knows that I'm having my pen, my scoring wheel that we used the other day, and then it will say my fine point blade coming up. So now we're going to move to the Cricut. All right, so here we are with the Cricut, and I have some mulberry paper that I'm going to be using for this. So I'm just going to load the paper in. And then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have our pen in A. So I'm going to just make sure that I push that in and hear that click, lock that up. And then I need to once again change out this blade. So we're going to change blade B from the regular blade to my scoring blade. Lock that in there. And then we are going to hit cut. And now once all that's done, I'm going to take this out just so I can recap it so it doesn't dry. And then I'm going to change over this blade. And that's it. So I accidentally cut out some extra G's. Don't know how that happened, but I'm going to just pull this up. And then I've got all of my letters. So then it's just getting these off of your Cricut mat and putting them onto your file tabs. So you can see I'm kind of bending my mat slightly this way. I just find that it's easier to pop things off. This mat has been used, so they come off a lot easier, but you don't want to like bend your mat in half. You want to kind of just like give it a little bit of a bend, and that way things will come off easily. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. Our next virtual crop is this coming Saturday and Sunday. So if you would like to join us, let us know. VIPs, you guys are just joined. I already invited all of our VIPs. But if you would like to join us, just place a $50 order on our website before tax and shipping. And it's a catch-up crop, which means that you can just bring anything that you've been working on for the last year. Bring it. Let's finish up those projects. We'll give you guys some challenges and all that stuff to have fun with it. Mm-hmm. And then our next in-person weekend
is March 25th through 27th.
Yep. So we are super excited about that here on Long Island in Hauppauge. So we hope to see you there. All right. We'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Bye. That was my toe cracky. Sorry, my nose is so itchy.
What do you mean?
What was I going to say next? Yes, okay.